Unbelievable. Welcome to Mid-Grade Magic. We are still jamming the quick draft into the ground here. We are trying desperately to get out of the, not only currently in a losing streak, but get out of the must draft blue, red, must draft Grixis, must draft blue, black. Not because they're not good, just because like we still have a little while for this format to be around, and I do want to try some new things. And even those decks have gotten a little bit stale, I guess you could say. It's going to be tough to do that, though. I can tell you that right now. I don't think this is something I really want to try to build around. I feel like that would be the reason to play like a Teamer deck or something, and I don't know if that's a viable choice. First strike, trample, and lifelink. When lightning deals combat damage to a player, until your next turn, if a source would deal damage to that player or permanent deals double that. I mean, it's a pretty insane card. I don't know how much you're going to get to do that. It's kind of weird too, because like this is also like White Mage's Staff and Dragoon's Lance territory. I doubt either of those come back, especially not that. But I feel like that's the kind of deck you'd want it in, and I know we're trying to do something different, but damn. Do we really want to do that? I don't think so. I hate to jump straight into white-red. I don't know how much that second ability actually does anything and limit it that often. Unless you like maybe grab a lightning bolt or something. And then Tifa Lockhart here. Love you, Tifa, but like what's best case scenario with this? You equip her with a warrior sword, pump her up, and then what's she have 4, and then play a land, you deal 8. I don't know. Limit break would be cool. Limit break, play a land, but just see it getting blown out. I don't think that's at all the correct thing to do. Dragoon's Lance is probably a higher pick than this. Maybe I'm just totally wrong. I don't know. Trample, lifelink, first strike. It seems so good. I feel like at one time, if it just said that and nothing else, it would be like a top tier pick. And maybe it is. Maybe I don't know. It's really hard for me to not take Swallowed by Leviathan. And I do want to win some games. Oh, stop me from doing this. Alright, abandon everything I said. I'm going to pass all of these. I'm going to take Swallowed by Leviathan. This guy's really cool. We keep trying to do the Sultai thing. I know we just passed Tifa, but I don't think that really matters or that that's any type of signal. And again, we are drafting against AI. And as powerful and as afraid of AI as we all are, I don't think it's very good at Magic quite yet. Demon Wall's cool. I like blue-black. I like Brainstorm. Fine. And part of me could say, like, well, we can just stick to blue. I don't like it as much unless you have some like cyclers, of course. And there's no fetches in this set. It doesn't feel great to take it here. We kind of just drafted this deck. There's also Black Mage's Rod. I feel like if we actually are going to do a different color, it probably makes sense to do this here. And we are getting past this. We'll do it. Got blown up by this card a couple times this week. That feels really bad. Like it just comes out of nowhere. You just don't see it coming. You need to start playing around that. They hit 7. They're playing 2. They got double white. It's over. Travel the Overworld. It's kind of early for that, right? I know a lot of people are high on Samurai's Katana, and it's good in the non-creature deck if you're like triggering a bunch of stuff, right? I don't know. Tough. I'm not going to pass too many Wyverns, I don't think. I typically have been. There is a town that I do like playing, but like let's try not to play Grixis. 2 colors is kind of where you want to be, I think, to have... Wow, there's the Ultros. Okay. Ultros is just an all-time favorite card for me in this set, and you've probably seen me draft it a couple times already, and that might be why you're watching, that might be why you don't watch anymore, but either which way, Ultros is the king. I'm not bummed about any of these picks yet. Like, that Brainstorm would be cool if we picked up the Ice Flan. I don't necessarily want the Flan. Flan. Just cut the blue. Laughing Mad's not really, I wouldn't say a signal. Maybe it is to AI. I don't know. Sandworm. Okay. We'll take our... This is kind of cool with Cerebrus. Something cool to copy. I always like my 4-mana spells deck more. Alright, we got the Brainstorm. More if there's an Ultros involved. Pretty much just blue right now. So Syncopate versus the first town. There's definitely an argument to, like, you could play a half-on color town. I'm not going to want to pass... we don't have to say that we're red yet, right? Like, maybe we're not. Maybe this keeps us more open. Syncopate is so good, but since we have Travel of the Overworld and we don't know where we really are, probably won't play that. Let's take the black-green fixer. Holy shit. Alright, new plan. This is drafting something different for me. If I draft like blue-white. And try to draft like blue-white control. This card's insane. You don't really play that and lose. I'm not going to pass it. Not this early when we're so very blue. Is there a Jeskai? Is there a world where Jeskai works out? Probably not. Probably not. And we'd still throw that in the board, but yeah, I mean, there's nothing else crazy here, right? Not going to pass Shentoto. Counterspell's kind of tough when you're trying to do something white, double white too. It is really good, and so is Sleep Magic, so is White Mage's Staff. I don't want to get that white, I don't think. I want to try to stay very blue, get to 7 mana, play nice of the round. I'm not going to pass Counterspell. I like Quistis a lot. I like it a whole lot more when you can actually do something more than cast Brainstorm off of it. Like, we don't have a Lightning Bolt or anything like that. I think Wyvern's a pretty important piece of the puzzle, because it's always going to get us 2 bodies on board to stay in the game. And yeah, that's great. Summon Shiva. So we're definitely in one of the right colors. There's no doubt about that. Memories of Nibelheim, Stroke of Midnight. That's a great card. Again, I don't want to be that white. We do have 2 things for 4 mana spell payoffs now. This helps keep you in the game some. I don't want to... I'm going to take red-white fixers, blue-white fixers. I'm going to take this, I think. That said, this costs 8 mana already. But, I don't know. It cycles. Damn. 2 Retrieve the Espers, good. 3's cool. I'd rather have other alternatives, a little more versatility. Capital City's going in. And then we do have a blue-black land, and I don't know. I mean, if we can't play this, we can't play it. But there's nothing else here. I don't even... No, there's nothing else there. And we get the Syncopate back, so that's cool. And we get a Saw again. Man, maybe the trick to getting a good blue-red deck is pretending you don't want it. Wow, summon Leviathan. That's crazy. Okay, so summon Leviathan works really well with Saw again and Ultras because it doesn't bounce them. We're not necessarily black, right? There is also Starting Town, and like that's what more would you want for, like, that's a red-blue fixer, it's a red-black. black. It's an anything fixer, but this is kind of a win condition, right? Especially when you have a couple things that don't even get affected by it. It's got to be good. We're kind of starving for 2 drops, but it's kind of awkward too because we are going to be tapping out a lot with Wavering on turn 3 when we kind of want to keep it swallowed by Leviathan. We're not passing much here though, so Lock Hole's cool. Dreams of Laguna. Man, that's so tough. I think I'm going to take the Dreams of Laguna just to not barrel on another 3-drop and try to cement us into black. Blitzball would be a decent card here. I'm a little nervous about the lack of towns, right? Like blue, white, red, white, any of that. I play this. It's like a splash, and it's hard to call it a splash when there's 2 white in it. Fate of the Suncrist. That's decent removal. It is removal. I'm gonna take the Blitzball. Why do I keep calling it Dreams of Laguna now? It's obviously Lasagna. I'm gonna take this Light of Judgment over a 3rd Dreams. I think so, because we're so light on removal. That keeps kind of happening to us. Oof. I hate to not play that. I hate 7 mana is just so much. I think I will take the Summon, because we don't have a ton of 4-drops. Summon Shiva's good. Well, let's see here. The Blitzball can probably come out, right? I don't know if this is super necessary. It makes all your spells cost 1 more, and that's not very good. But what is good is it cycles. It's a town. I don't know. Maybe we're just better off to play that because we only have like 3 red cards and we want double blue for counterspell. Yeah, this looks like shit. We have legitimately no removal. We only passed 1 Sephiroth's Intervention. I don't know, man. I don't want to be negative, but I don't have a great feeling about this. But we're going to get in there anyhow and maybe chill for a little bit. We have not been winning a whole lot of games this afternoon. Yeah, I mean, on the draw, we essentially have 3 islands, right? Every card in our hand's blue. Maybe, I don't want to speak too soon, but maybe this is a deck that we won't get punished so much for mana. Oof. Well, this is easy. I mean, we don't have to... We can't cast it, and... I'm going to keep up Counterspell. Hope to not need to cast it and get the 3rd mana for Ice Flaunt, from Ice Flaunt, and play Wavering. Cool. Appreciate you. Yeah, I don't think it would have countered that anyhow. Nice. Well, I'm glad we don't really need red mana right now. Next turn, we can play Saw again, keep up, you know, counterspell, and then probably gonna leave him back for, yeah, there's Gigantoad. And hell, I mean, if we really wanted to, we could even copy that. I don't think we do. I think we'll just chump. That's the beautiful thing about big dummy boy over here. He didn't really do anything. Can't block this. He can't trample over us. Feels pretty good. You think he'd have, like, I don't know. He'd be able to at least have reach. The dude's got a massive tongue. He catches bugs. He can jump, and he doesn't have reach. I will counter this, because I don't want to stay on tap for counterspell next turn. And okay, that's some of the coolest the special guest card art. I really dig that one a lot. Now, if we want, I mean, we play another Wyvern and get a couple dumb chumps. I think that's fine. And just keep getting in there in the air. So far we're just mono blue. Be really cool to draw a mountain. It's not the kind of position we want to be in for desperately wanting a land. But fair enough. No more Toad. Just what I like to see. Alright, so I think we're actually going to copy Summon Shiva. I think. So not legendary, right? No. Draw a hell of a lot more cards that way. And he, I mean, like, he could deal 6 to us, but I'm going to get in there. This would be hilarious if he has something insane, but if he doesn't, then, like, we just tap down his Toad. And, that's game. We draw 2 cards. Can we alter? Yeah. Feels a little bit better. It's very blue deck. Blade 56. Cool. So this is crazy, because like this looks like a very good hand. Hit a mulligan the last one. We got Counterspell on 2 if we need it. We got Swallowed by Leviathan on 3 if we need it. Hopefully he's not that crazy. I hate having to use Counterspell on 2, but you gotta keep it up. Things that I would counter on 2. That. That. Definitely that. No doubt. We can try to counter a Shantoto. I kind of want to get somewhat aggressive, though. I want to start getting beats in, so let's hope we don't regret that. No, we don't. Not a huge deal. That's not a huge deal, but... Whoops, I guess that was a mistake. Fucked up there. Oh, no I didn't. Thank you. I think we just counter the next thing he plays. Well, that said, that means we have to put those 2 cards in the yard. Saw again isn't doing a whole hell of a lot yet. Feels kind of bad that we didn't play our Wyvern, but what are you gonna do? I feel like we have to be ready for... I don't know. I think we lost our edge. We should have played Wyvern last turn, in hindsight, because we'd be a lot more aggressive right now. It is cool that we could have Leviathan up and Wyvern next turn. If we hold the... We're just going to get a little bit more pressure on board. Hope that nothing crazy happens here so we can play Wyvern and have Swallowed by Leviathan. That guy's really good. There's that thing I didn't want to happen. Goddamn. Flip the fuck already. Okay. We've got to do some stuff, so... That was bad. Here's the thing, too. Like, us countering his spells doesn't stop us from taking an ass full of damage. Not letting him be able to hold more cards. This is great. This is really, really, really great right now. And we can even copy his wizard. And we do need to get rid of something, don't we? No, we don't. We can even copy Southern Leviathan for some crazy reason we want to do that, so. Wow, he is going in with that. So what, I gotta assume that he's got, because this is 6 total, right? No, that's 7. Can't kill them all. Yeah, you can. Interesting though, because these are gonna die anyhow, right? Wyvern's not. If he kills one of those, it sucks. Plays like Thunder Magic on it, but these are all going back to my hand. So they're all gonna die anyhow. So if I actually manage to kill him this turn, that's great. But it looks like he's got something. Just a Thunder Magic or I doubt he would play Fire Magic right now and blow up his own guys, but that would ping me a few times. I don't know. Wow. We got him. That's actually really good for us. So Wyvern, he completely dealt the damage incorrectly. So Wyvern's going to get 4 in there. We get to replay those 2 furs next turn, and he's just starting to fuck over. Saw again. Yeah, Saw again. Forgot about that. That's another reason I love Saw again in this deck. But he can try to unload the board again, and we will swing him for 6. He can't afford to block here. Well, Evil Reawaken's pretty good. Okay, that's a thing. Alright, we're still gonna try. So the question is, yeah, we just draw. And then I think we just copy Leviathan. Then we'll actually get to draw the card next turn. And we can still play Wyvern. So it should put us in a pretty good spot. So we get to draw 2 cards next turn, hit him in the air. He's got a block, and I mean, he could just jump with a 0-1, right? But he's still taking 2 in the air. Wow, can we actually... We can. And we're gonna. Draw 2 cards. Excuse me. Kind of just like time walking them. And then we'll get the Realm Sketching back. Play that again. Unbelievable. He could have... Alright, it's not over yet. We've got some counter magic on deck. Oh, he hits, so we draw 2 cards. I assume he just attacks with, or blocks with the waltz? No? I guess that makes sense, right? We still have a really fat syncopate in our hands. I think that's really all we need to win, right? We don't need to be that greedy. So we just need to get 1 damage throw. We just counter absolutely anything he plays. He can't play him and Chocobo. So unless he can play like 2 creatures this turn. Oh, he's just gonna hit himself with Circle of Power. Got you. Boom. That was fun. That was super fun. Why don't you ask me if I had fun now? Huh? Ask me if I had fun. I'll tell you I did. That's what you want to hear, right? I'd only ask you if you had fun when you lose. Not entirely, but I think it's usually just when you lose, like, hey, did you have fun? I'm going to play one more game here. And for those of you watching on Twitch, we're probably going to pick it back up a little bit later. Oh no, we're going up to against number 454. They're like, this guy's got to be stopped. Alright, sucks they're going first and all that, but I think this is fine. We've got a decent... I was going to say we play Ultros and let him die real quick. We're gonna bin an island, I think. Yeah, with Dreams of Laguna, lasagna. Man, you gotta stop mispronouncing lasagna so much, Adam. I think that's fine. We get to, even if he plays another Hectaz, we get to draw a card. We'll take it. Thank you. There's plenty more where that came from. Look how happy he is. Tickle his little chin. Little Tina Dragon. Jenny, if you're watching this, a Tina Dragon. Tina Dragon. Veggie Wagon. Veggie Wagon the Brilliant. What are you thinking about, bro? Okay. Veggie Wagon. What a name. Kudos. These are some cool lands, man. Those are nice. Those remind me of like kind of old school Magic, but kind of that late 90s, early 2000s vibe. I love these lands though. Alright, so I assume that he's got limit break, right? I mean, he knows we're going to block. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's totally incorrect, but I feel like he probably has limit break. And honestly, until we have some more mana, like maybe when we get to 6, I'll play him. Maybe I won't wait that long. I don't know. But I think like just slamming Dragoons are favorable for us. I guess if he made us discard, we could retrieve the Esper. I do want to kill that before I play Summon Leviathan, because I don't want to let him trigger it again. Cloud of Darkness, that's pretty good. It's another thing that you don't really want to bounce. It's pretty bounce resilient. That's good. Can't argue with you there. I mean, now we will play the Ultros. We have at least Syncopate up. We got 3 in the air, and he could very easily... I don't know that he'll slam with Torgal, but it'd be cool if he played something big and scary for like 6 mana. Yeah, we're not like really in a good position to cast Summon Leviathan, just to let him replay his cards. Especially like that Heck dies. Cloud of Darkness he could just hold for a while, and we know he has. It's not quite as good, but I know that we're asking for a lot to say I want to get more land in play so I can play this and hold up some Syncopate when he tries to redump his hand. Here we will go ahead and tap him down, draw us a card. Or he's got like intervention or something that sucks, but that's fine. It gives us something to do. If he, I don't know that we'll actually. Actually, you know what? This is kind of okay. If he does play, yeah, I want him out of the scene. If he were to play Limit Break there, we could at least, perfect. Big old Iron Giant. Big old Iron Giant. Cool. So I don't want to bounce that. We do want to keep it tapped. Kind of want to keep Torgal tapped too. We could just play this for now. That also does it, and it puts a little more pressure on the board since we don't have. I think we got some counter spells and stuff in here, so that might be worth looking into. Maybe we just do that. Be a little safer. Do we want to shuffle any of this away? This is kind of like let him get away with murder if he's got something else to play here. If it doesn't have a super stupid ETB, we could at least summon Leviathan next turn, so we'll see what happens. We very well might... Yeah, we're going to get rid of the land, I think. Or maybe we'll play Ice Flame for what it is and keep that guy tapped. That guy's good. Heck dies. Not something that we really want to, we want to bin. But I think that, or bounce. Our deck's pretty weak against how resilient he can be with all that shit. We already know our next 2 cards here, and Syncopate's about as good as it gets if we shuffle. Or, I mean, if we Sorceress Schemes. For 6 mana. God, here we go. It's Dogtown. Rageful Dogs. Okay, so Sorceress Schemes gets back. The one that it adds does not matter. So it only lets us Syncopate for 1. That's not enough. We don't really want to have him replay Heck Dies all at the same time. Maybe we just try to do some beats. Do some battle. If we put Cloud of Darkness back in his hand, he's just getting straight rid of Ice Flan. Next turn. That's obvious, right? I mean, we can also just play Retrieve the Esper and tap the Cloud of Darkness again. Maybe we'll do that. I mean, he's going to play the big T-Rex next turn, go back to 14. That sucks. Ice Flan can tap him out, though. I don't hate it. The 7th land's not going to really do anything for us here, but I think we might need the bodies. Why am I clicking on the deck? Yeah, we knew that was coming. And that's not something that you want to bounce, right? It's not something that you want to bounce. So we have Retrieve the Esper and Dreams of Lasagna. We can kind of get in there. We can tap. We can Sorceress Schemes and Retrieve the Esper. So I think we do it. We just got to keep things on lock. Sorceress Schemes, so we can Retrieve the Esper again, but not... Oh man. Sucks that we don't have just some hard removal. I guess we do, somewhere in here. I guess we can play both if we do it the other way, right? So we can tap tap. If we tap tap, then we swing for 5, 11, 12, 13, 14. So if he blocks the 5, he takes 6, 7, 8, 9. He goes to 2. Wait a minute. We have 7. If we use 5 of that, he gets us 1 back. So we don't have enough. Then we take. He's got 9. So we just try to get in there with 11. Get in there for 6 without bouncing all this stuff. If we can get him down to 2, we can bounce all this stuff and not worry about it coming back. And just hit with Ultros if he doesn't have like any... He taps out or... I don't know, I'm just living in fantasy land here. We could even potentially clone the T-Rex. Okay, Overkill's good. Does he bother chumping? And honestly, if he does, I'm just going to eat the T-Rex if he actually attacks with it. which I think he might, because he realizes that he's just constantly getting his stuff tapped anyhow, but we'll see. At this point, I don't mind drawing lands, and then Ice Flawn is still kind of doing some work here, so cool. If we take 3 here, go to 12. If he attacks with T-Rex, we are definitely trading. And then if we trade, we'll Ice Flawn the Gigatoad, and I don't know. I feel okay-ish. He has top decking too. Alright, so we got, well, this is kind of good, right? So we can bash with these guys. We have 7 though, not 8. We can Ice Flawn the T-Rex. Gigatoad with no trample again is very good for us. We can jump with the 1/1. We're attacking for lethal, so he's got to block in some way. Sorry, Veggie Wagon, I don't know who you are. You might be a her, or they, or whoever, but I don't know. I just see the Schmeagle Squee. What's that thing? Fibblefips. Pretty sure that that's a dude. Not a huge fan of that creature. It's kind of cool for what it does, but it's so creepy. It's kind of like Plankton. Like hyper-realistic Plankton. That's interesting. Well, I mean, the 2/3 dies and he doesn't get a treasure. Seems fine. I don't know what he top decked here. They top decked here, but okay, that's pretty cool for us. So he's at 3. He's not at. Okay, so yeah, we could get that back. It doesn't matter. It taps him and we win. We're 3-0 right now, I think. So pretty stoked on that. Man, we have not had some good luck earlier today. We did try to avoid playing blue. Serves us right. One thing that kind of sucks is we got this pack too, and this is just insane. I thought maybe we can do some kind of like heavy blue white control, but it wasn't happening. I think we saw like one of the 5-drop removal spell that costs a little less if you whatever. Not good enough. But we're getting back in there. Let's hope to not lose 3 in a row. Now let's see if we can do. Let's do 3-4 more games and win. 7 out. I like this format a lot. I'm starting to feel like I do the same thing all the time. I guess most formats tend to do that eventually for me, but yeah, I don't know. I was kind of hoping that we'd snag onto something else here. This is cool. I really like this card. This card has gone up an incredible amount, in my opinion, the more I play it. It just keeps you alive, and sometimes it kills them for you. Just 2 bodies on board. One of them has good evasion. There's not a ton of flying stuff. I'm gonna keep it. It's not the best hand, not the worst hand. The weird thing here is, and I almost punted the last game over it, I think, is do I play this on turn 3? I guess a blue deck, I feel like you're just probably walking into Syncopate. I guess if he taps out here, since we're playing blue against blue, we should probably get in there with be able to land a spell. And then for blue, I guess things that we'd be worried about on turn 3 would be like Lock Coal, Ultros, maybe Shentoto. But yeah, we're gonna get in there real quick. Throb Dog with the school bus. Congratulations, sir. Yeah, I mean, we're not gonna block. Well, here we go. Let's get some lands, right? You know, I guess we can just see if we want to trade here. No? Cool. I'm okay, I think, with playing, just going ahead and playing Retrieve the Esper. He's kind of getting aggressive. Our board, well, we can't really get past the Scorpion Sentinel, but give it a couple turns and we will. Combat tutorial. Now your Dragoon. Now your Drake is better than mine. Dragoon's wavering. Alright, so here I think it's obviously Brainstorm. See what we can do this turn. That sucks, just digging out these lands, so not the coolest thing ever. Man, Brainstorm, sometimes it just makes you feel bad. Yeah, I mean, we can't get past the Scorpion Sentinel. We might as well exchange here, so yeah, so I mean, like, we're basically committing ourselves to throwing away at least one of the top cards. Oh, we're getting rid of both the top cards. What am I saying? God, that's our way out of drawing 2 islands in a row. That's actually more than perfect. Ultros is a big pig, and I hate playing against him, but God, I love me some Ultros. But we're gonna get rid of him. Interestingly enough, this does not bounce Ultros. How funny is that? We're not letting this go anywhere. One thing I don't like about the mirror match is when they have more cards than I do. I'll tell you that much. We have our own Ultras and our own Shantoto hiding away somewhere in here. Ice Flan. Yeah, we can't do anything about that, so. Tap for Wavering, get in for 6 over the course of 2 turns. Yikes. Now this is kind of weird. Like, it's not exactly something that you want to counter. Or put back in his hand, let him play again, but it is what it is. These guys are going to die when they go back to our hand anyhow. So, it's fine. I'd like to slam this when I have Syncopate up, but it is what it is. I assume he's just going to get back on board with Wavering, maybe tap it. Maybe he's got removal. He's got a lot of cards in hand now. Maybe they have a way to deal with it. That might take their whole turn with a Ward 2. Interesting. I feel like we just played against this deck. Maybe we did. We'll have to check the names later. We took out of a break to get some food and stuff before we got back into it, so maybe we are playing literally the same person. That would be really interesting. Alright, cool. I dig it. I mean, we're going to swing and draw a card. Last game, we got to do this really fun thing with sketching, where we just copied this twice. Realm sketching, and man, that was really a good time. I think we are going to keep the Syncopate up this time for the Ice Flan, or whatever else he may play. We can only make him pay 2, and if it's not Ice Flan, there's a good chance he's going to pay for it, so. Like, we couldn't really deal with it kicked, or leveled up, or whatever the hell it's called, scaled up, oh, you know what? Scaled up, Thunder Magic wouldn't kill Shiva. Okay. Man, I'll tell you what, I'm not super hot on countering that, but it is a 4/4 now, and I do plan on probably spending 6 mana next turn, so it's probably fine. We lose our homeboy here. That sucks. We'll probably, I mean, like, if he blocked with everything, he couldn't kill her, right? So we'll probably just go ahead and keep him tapped. This is just blah. Well, we'll get in there. Yeah. And then we've got 8 mana, so not quite enough to do both. Putting a 5/5 on board that he's just going to tap. I suppose we just play the Wyvern. Maybe it was better if you held that up so you could like double spell next turn or something, use more mana. I don't know, but I feel like no matter what, one of these things is getting to... Oh, maybe not. Is that the second Shantoto? It is. 2 Shantotos are definitely better than 1. Maybe I'm sleeping on this card more. Maybe it's like the red version of the Wyvern. I don't know. I don't super love it. I don't feel like we're in a very good position to go 4-0 right now, I'll tell you that much. Okay. That might change things. Alright, so we have 9 mana. We use 6 mana. I mean, maybe cloning his Shantoto isn't a bad move. I think. Maybe he flashes that back, so that's the best thing we can do here. Yeah, I'm not trying to get in for 2 in the air whenever he's just going to swing back. He doesn't even have to connect right now with these little wizards. Maybe I should start throwing one of these in the blue-red build. I used to do that. Kind of got away from it, but it's a good blocker. Certainly has to be better than, say... not going to risk Shantoto getting killed to like a Thunder Magic. So... we got stuff to do. So we got 10 mana now, and we can get Sorceress's Schemes back. What can we get back with that? Some stuff. I mean, we could even get Schemes back and kill his Shantoto with Light of Judgment. So that seems like the right thing to do, considering. And then we'll get back, you know, Realm Sketching. We need to start getting rid of some stuff, though, for sure, because we can die just from the wizards. That's certainly true. There's our own Shantoto. Tap that guy down. I can't believe I want to say that I wish I had another land. We got 9 damage that he's probably just going to chump with one of these guys. I feel like the wizards are probably more valuable at this point for him. And I know we've got a nice Flawn on board, but we can just go ahead and get Light of Judgment back. Oh wow, cycled. What's he got? Huh. Well, you don't usually beat that card. So, sometimes that happens. I don't know if I've ever got to play that card. I mean, like, we can... Oh, we can Realm Sketching it, huh? Oh my god. Never mind. Maybe we can do something here. Sure. Wow. We'll keep that guy tapped. Kill yours. Unbelievable. We can't afford to lose any life, really. I mean, we can get 2 in right here, but it feels like the wrong thing to do. I'm not gonna block. I know I'm not gonna block. Am I? Like, we really need Ultros to stay alive here. Okay, I mean, that's good. His shit still goes off, though. So we kind of want to get, what? A bunch of stuff on board. If we just take 2 here, that could be so bad. What are we really going to tap down next turn? Ugh. So we can kill a Chocobo. Next turn we have We have 10 mana, so we can do like Retrieve the Esper, True Waverin, 2 Waverins. I feel like we have to block because just casting like Dreams of Laguna would get us to 1, and then I don't know, that might feel shitty, but anything could take us out at that point. So boom, boom, and then what actually? I mean, this deals the most damage if it happens, right? So when he pops off, he's gonna deal like 9. I mean, wow. If Duke can like triple spell, we die. What a close game. Yeah, so I mean, like, that's gonna flip, so he'd only have to play like 1 spell, and we die. Yeah, eject. Well, good game, sir, because that was more than fine. I thought we had it. I mean, whatever. It wasn't like we got totally hosed. Unbelievable. What a game. What a game. Feel free to comment down below on anything that you saw that I did that I shouldn't have done, or vice versa if I should have done something that I didn't do, but definitely not sure that I played that perfect. There was a lot of choices to make, and there are a lot of choices to make in these decks when they run well, and that's what's kind of fun about it. Syncopate on the draw. Man, I feel like we're just gonna get. I mean, like, we are on the draw, but I feel like we're just gonna get slammed. Like, if we don't draw land, we're just screwed. This deck is land hungry. This sucks. Admittedly, it sucks, but it's okay. We'll see what happens. Not gonna go to 5. That's a little scary. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, the dude's moving fast. Maybe we can go 3-0 and then 0-3 in the same deck. Wow, just fucking lands. And it sucks too, because like, you don't want to like realm sketching the Blazing Bomb. Alright, that's something. We can get something on board here, so that's pretty cool. Oh, now he's got land. Gassed off. Cargo ship. Nobody wants to clone that. Come on. Maybe, I mean, like, what are the odds that he'll crew and trade? That'd be so cool, right? No. What we might do is play Summon Shiva. And, oh, it's not a creature, it's only creature, so. Might clone Summon Shiva and draw extra cards if we can keep things locked down. Keep us on board for a minute. We could play the Ice Flan to keep something tapped. Oh, could clone that Emperor. We have an Emperor in this deck too, I believe, yeah. This guy hits artifacts, right? Yeah. Whoops. Tap the Emperor. I'd at least take some off of land, honestly. And then I gotta decide. I think we will. It's either clone the Emperor or clone Shiva. Shiva. And we're dealing 7 this turn. Cloning the Emperor might be too cute. I don't know. I mean, we definitely have some ways to potentially flip. We're going to take 2, 3. If not, we're going to clone the Emperor. Hopefully he doesn't get it. We got Sorcerer Schemes to get it back. That's pretty good. So you got a bigger board now. That went up real quick. Oh yeah, duh, you can do that. All right. We don't have a whole ton of ways to deal with the Emperor if it flips. There's a couple things in here. We haven't played one yet. Draw 1. Shentoto. So we got 6 mana. We can't Shentoto and do anything super exciting. What's the best thing we can do here? Try to get in for 3. I mean, he's at 10, we're at 13. Blazing Bomb can just straight smack our dude in the head next turn. We can play Ice Flawn, and it's, unless like Combat Tutorial plus some, like plays the land, plays Combat Tutorial, and then plays like an equipment. That's the only way he flips next turn, right? But Blazing Bomb could get pumped, tapped, kicked, killed. Like, he's not going to swing with Emperor at 4 mana here. Yeah, figured he would do that. Because he's not going to want to trade Ice Flawn. Maybe he gets in for 2. Cargo ship. Okay. Maybe we look for a removal spell for the Emperor. And we do not find it. Summon Leviathan's pretty good though. And do we have any, wait a minute, did we play a land this turn? I don't recall. Well, put that on top. We're gonna tap out here, I think. I think we have to. If we don't, I think maybe we play Waverin. I don't plan on using this turn, so that's fine. Keep this on top. Okay, perfect. So we're gonna get some beats, and I mean, like the token dies when we play it anyhow, right? So. And his tokens would have died too. So I guess, like, in hindsight, some of that could have been avoided, but we're not letting that flip next turn. Resetting his clock anyhow. And I assume he'll probably Blazing Bomb me and Emperor next turn. And he'll still have up, like, at least 2 land there, so. One thing we could do, 5, 6, 7, 8. One thing we can do actually though is Sorcerer's Schemes, get back, Realm Sketching, and bounce everything again. So that's pretty cool. I dig that. And that lets us draw a lot more cards. It'd be cool to do that again. We got to do that earlier in the game. It was a lot of fun. So you know what? I think we have, this is a little different than the last game we did this, so This clears the path. And he doesn't even want to crew the cargo ship, because if he did, and yeah, there we go. Nice! We got to do that again. That is so fun. That is so fun. Love it. And the cool thing is like, that guy falls off, and then that dude's trigger starts. So then you draw 2 cards when they attacks, if he would have gone to the next game. It's a good time. Well, I'm not worried about not having red exactly, considering like this is basically a mono blue deck. We have 3 to 4 lands right here. Black Mage's Rod. I'm not about to sacrifice Ultros to a removal spell early. It's just not the right thing to do. Try to set ourselves up here. Well, I guess we're drawing a couple land in a row, so that's okay. I mean, like, at this point, we got nothing but gas, so I'm cool with it. It's pretty good. We'll just get the Wyvern down. Don't want to eat my words, but I'm not overly worried about anything that would come out on turn 4. Maybe what's the 3 and a black creature that flips makes you discard cards, and even at that we can prompt sketching it. So I mean, I will attempt to trade here. If he's gonna use a removal spell on this, so be it. Maybe he's got the ramp spell. Okay, I mean, that sucks, but I'm not about to take a gazillion damage and let this just keep stacking up. So what's the plan now? I mean, I don't want to trade with anything. He plays land next turn, we take 5. We go to 9. And I'll admit, yeah, it sucks. Was that the last land? Yeah. So we counter anything he plays here. Not gonna chump block here. We do need another land, so if he doesn't play something worth countering, that's not the greatest thing to counter, but part of me wants to let it hit the board so I can clone it, and then he attacks into it and he dies. But then we have to deal with that one too, right? So untap land would be brilliant. Not happening. We might just have to block and grab an island. That sucks. It's not a good time, but I'm not going to go to 4. I guess we go to 7. Oof. Well, that's game, right? Pretty damn close. So this is an interesting deck. It's just like good green and black cards. Unless we miss that land drop, because then I could like hope to draw some of Leviathan, but at this point, that's game. There's nothing to be done. I mean, yeah. Alright, so we are, what, 4-2 now? It's not great. It's not the worst. This is definitely like a less, like, go for the long game. The aggressive stuff's really, really tough for us to keep up with. I don't feel like that's necessarily a reason to just slam something else in there right now, but I haven't been that happy with having Ice Flan, but if I don't play Ice Flan, I feel like I do need to play another land, so we're only playing 16 in this. It's not great. No, man, we went 3-0, lost a game, won a game, and I don't know, just didn't come together. And this is depressing. See this mulligan. Wow. Okay, so we got a brainstorm and then an ice flan. So that's our only hope. Or we get rid of the brainstorm. No. I don't like getting rid of syncopate when I'm going first. Brainstorm doesn't really do anything for us if we don't have ice flan, because if we're mana screwed, we're just mana screwed. So I think I'm going to keep the ability to get an island. And there's one. But that's cool. Playing against a lot. Why do people gotta play blue? What are you doing? I'm just gonna cycle him. Maybe he's got his own syncopate here. Use him up. What the hell happened? We milled some cards. Did we get syncopated? Yeah. Sorry, I'm getting attacked by Streaming Jenny here. I mean, that doesn't do anything, does it? So, come on, island. Okay. Can't get mad when they give you what you asked for, that's for sure. We got 2 of those in a row, and that's pretty freaking cool. How cool would it be to clone that and have 3 out in a row? Just draw the hell out of some cards. Oof. Well, we got another one for you. Who is this? Ugh. That's not cool. Well, so he plays Shaw again, and then he doesn't have any forest still, but you got the fat chocobo. I used to work with that guy, I'm pretty sure. Hey, buddy! Yeah. Alright. Well, that's cool. We're kind of set up here. I think I'm more worried about getting smashed for 3. At most, this does 2 next turn. We're countering literally anything that he plays, so get out of town. Why'd you get the fat chocobo back if you don't have a forest? I guess just to get the other one back for value, and eventually you will. Ugh. God, Lord. Now I just want him to play something just so I can surveil, right? Or just, here's that land flood I keep bitching about. I guess that's, 16 lands too. I'm not sure why you wouldn't bash at the saw again. I guess it keeps my 2-drop back. Alright, so here, he's got 5. That's tough, right? I mean, we have 3 cards in the yard. He can pay for it that way. I do want to surveil. I don't want to use 2 counter spells on it. Had nothing else, we get to tap that. Okay, nice. So we get to play Waverin and keep up Swallowed by Leviathan. That'll help with some surveillance. Not a shot, Primal Odin. How many cards do we have in the yard? Oh, get the hell out of here. Friggin' lands. That's a big boy. I hope you don't have another fight on. God, are you kidding me? Get out of town, bro. Unbelievable. So we have 16 lands, and over half of them have been seen. Thank you. Thank you. Porn bot? Bro, I have no idea what you're talking about. This is cool though, because it doesn't pick him up. So... yeah, man, I don't know if you saw the last game, but we got to use sketching on him. We did that earlier too. Sketching, copy it, and then Sorceress's Schemes and bring it back and then copy it again. So it was a damn good time. Dude, listen. I can only take so much. You gotta be kidding me, bro. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, so if he like swung, we're at 10, what? Is that 4? I mean, we're not blocking with this. Yeah, I'll just draw a card. Okay, that's freaking sick. And then we can tap. I guess we tap that because it can be unblockable. I don't really know. Like none of these all block about the same. So yeah, dude, it's the flood of the century. We have what, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then 12, 13 in the yard. So there's only 16 lands. So there's only 3 lands left in the deck. I mean, unbelievable. That's ignorant. I hate to do this, but I'm going to attack with the octopus so I can draw a card. I mean, that sucks, but what else are we going to do? Everything's going to have trample next turn. We can cast both sides of this. That's obnoxious. Jeez. What? How? 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 Fucking how, bro? So that's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's all of our lands. Can't draw land here. I don't even necessarily want to draw that. Put it in the yard. Unbelievable. We're just like dead. He's got Tramp. This guy goes off 2 more times, so block, block, block. Whatever, dude. You saw it here, folks. Flood of the fucking century. It happens. It's a real thing. Final Fantasy is the most flooded format of all time. That's a cute little combo. Oh, you only got 4 cards left in your yard. We just gotta stay alive. Okay. We only have 10, but that's more than 4. You just threw away a Buster Sword? Oh, you didn't have a choice. Yeah, I guess, like, you gotta get in there, right? Oh, he's tapped for a different reason. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, he's got that. Can we just take 2? Oh shit, these have trample. Fuck my life, I forgot they have trample. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter a whole hell of a lot. Bro, you gaining a life doesn't mean too much, right? I mean, we can only take 2 more damage. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 blockers. If he has any spell that cost 4 or more, it's over, right? Even if we counter it, it gets around that with Sog and his unblockability or whatever. Fenrir. How many lands does this guy plan? I guess we just counter it, right? Do we have enough to... What's he got? 9, 10? Oh, yeah. I wish we had a Marlboro to mill him 3. I mean... we're gonna die, right? Give me that removal spell. Give it to me. Okay, we gotta look at what we can get back. We can get a removal spell back. So I think we get rid of... God damn. What can we do this turn? We have 12. We can do 4 here, 5 there. That's 9, 3 left. We put this back on top. We could play this. Can we play 4? That'll give us a 5th. So 4. And then 4 out of this. So we'll have 4 left. I think we have to get rid of the counterspell and the Wyvern. I hate doing that, but what are you gonna do? You know? Oh yeah, he can get that out of there, huh? Well, Wyvern will still do his thing. And that'll block Rook Turret. Okay, so we're kind of still in the same camp. I mean, we could still get it back and kill that, though. I don't have enough to play it, though. Wait a second. Yeah, I realized we died to a 4-mana spell. It's the same thing last turn. He's only got 3 cards in his deck, so... We'll, Wait a minute. Did that get exiled? Yeah, it did. Why can't we get that back? What's... I don't get it. Whatever. I don't know. That doesn't do anything, but... Does it say not already exiled with it or something? Does it have a finality counter? Oh, then exile it. So that's still technically triggered? Oh, wow, the tramps. Okay, that does it. I guess counterspell would have been the move. Alright. Well, good beats. Yeah, I'm dead. Wait. Oh no, he doesn't do it that turn. We're still dead though, right? It's only got 2 cards. Yeah, I mean, we're still fucking dead. Yeah, his trample happens now. You son of a bitch. Good game. You gonna ask me if I had fun? Oh, I'm back to tier 4. What a fucking loser. Well, thanks for watching. We went 4 and 3. Not the best. Do we have enough to do another draft?